scream and holler out.
You looking beautiful.
Thank you so much, my brother.
I felt like I was coming on a date because I was coming to see you.
Carmen, don't start nothing here. We grown.
I know you married. I know we grown.
And I know you fooling with Serena. Okay, we grown. We grown. We're going to talk about that in a minute, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rodney, you never say things to me like that.
I'm just telling you.
First of all, we got to show love. This Chi-Town's finest right here. That's Carmen, man.
Thank you.
Dude,
Thank you,
I'm
man.
such a huge fan.
Now,
you, Rob.
before we start talking about your leading role in the movie Just Right, we've got to acknowledge this amazing music career, brother. 2 Grammys.
Yes.
2 Grammys. Now you're working on a new album.
Yes.
Tell us about the new album.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on a new album called The Believer. And what I wanted to do, I'm working with No ID and Kanye West and Twilight Tone. And what I wanted to do was make some music that was inspiring, but still just had the spirit of hip-hop, which is just that pure essence, you know, love music, you know, music that can inspire the youth and make them feel good, but at the same time, it's got a street edge to it. So that's what I'm bringing out with The Believers.
Now, see, you're known for your love of black women.
Yes.
When did that start? When did you look at us and say, this is it, and I want to write about them, sing about them, I want to give it to them?
When I looked at my mother and seen how much love my mother... I seen the days that my mother was working. I seen the days that my mother worked hard so I could have a nice Christmas. When I got good grades, she would take care of me. When I didn't do good, she'd give me whippings. And that love and that strength and that beauty, you know, is what made me just appreciate black women and appreciate women and hold women where they should be held, in the highest place, you know?
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Now, where does Carmen come from? Because I know the government name.
Yeah.
Lil Lonnie. Yes, Lil Lonnie.
Lil Lonnie.
But where does Carmen come from?
Well, see, I chose the name Common Sense originally. And it was a group that had that name, so they tried to sue me. This was like mid-'90s. And during that time, I was like, oh, they're suing me for my name. And I was sad. I was salty. But eventually, you know, once I couldn't use the name Common Sense, I just shortened it to Common. And it fits me now, because my music is for the everyday people, for the common folk. So it just worked out divinely, you know?
Now, you come into the BET family.
Yes.
And we are so excited that you're coming with the new show, Vindicated.
Vindicated.
Tell us about Vindicated.
Yeah, Vindicated, man. It's an incredible show that I'm very inspired to be a part of. It's a show that deals with wrongly convicted people who've been released from jail and released from prison and how they have to deal with life from there. So you see, like, the situations that got them into that, how they were wrongly convicted, and when they were liberated. And it's a show, when I seen some of the footage, it just brought tears to my eyes, and it made me just say, I want to be a part of this. I want people to know their story. So that's why I chose to be a part of Vindicated.
Love.
When you sit down and you talk with the brothers and sisters that's now free, that did time that was unjust, what was the feeling that you got from them? Were they angry? Were they relieved?
You know, that's what one of the most powerful things and one of the most inspiring things for me was the fact that the gentleman, and, you know, we haven't had a female freely convicted person yet, but the gentleman that I spoke with, he just had so much love in his heart, and he had forgiveness. It was like he wasn't even like, man, I'm mad at the system, man, I'm going after these people. It was just like, man, I have to move on with my life. I don't want this to happen to other people. And that right there made me be like, okay, I got to do better in my life. Because if somebody could get 15, 16 years, 20 years of their life taken away in the prime of their life and come out with an open heart and be forgiving, man, I can forgive people for anything, pretty much anything, you know?
Now, this is why I dig you, brother, because you're doing it all, okay?
Yeah.
You touching it all.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your children's books.
Oh, yeah.
Brother, listen. Now, I read the one, I Like You, But I Love Me.
Yeah.
That book was so deep, and for children, tell us about your books, because see, I'm going to go ready to go off my damn shower. Tell us about your books, Lil Lonnie.
Well, Lil Lonnie wrote these children's books because I wanted kids to feel like, man, I love myself. Because, you know, as kids, we always getting battered and badgered about how we look or how short our hair is, what color, you know, anything, you know, that people can pick on us about. But I really wanted them to have that self-esteem and self-love for themselves. And I wrote the story because it was like, I wrote it honestly, because I had been through a heartbreak situation, and I was like, man, one of the most important lessons we can have in a relationship or in our lives is to love ourselves. So I was like, man, I want the kids to know that early. So I just started writing these books in the language that they can digest it. And now hopefully they'll be like, hey, I'm beautiful no matter what color I am, no matter what my shape is. You know? Yeah.
I'm talking to all y'all right now. Go out and support this brother on those books, baby. It is in their language. It is beautiful, colorful people in these books, and it can relate to all of us, because even grown folk need to read.
Yeah.
I like you, but I love me. That book is deep, baby. Come on now.
Come on.
Now, talking about liking and loving, okay? Because when you first came out here, you say, Monique, okay, you look like, you know, we could go on a date.
Yeah.
That's what you said, Common. I didn't say that, Serena.
That's the truth.
Okay? I know you watching, Serena.
You don't want to get
no rackets. You don't want no rackets coming this way.
I'm going to tell you like this, Common. Now, I understand Serena. They say she's a champion tennis player.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I ain't really seen her play, but I hear she's amazing. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you and Serena get together and play tennis?
Not too much tennis. I watch her play tennis. We play more of the game of love, you understand?
But I got to ask you, though, are you competitive?
Not in careers, but I'm a competitive person when it comes to sports. And you know, being an MC, hip-hop is like, yo, I'm the dopest MC, I'm the freshest. You know, it's a competitive sport in many ways, rap is. But I'm competitive because I played ball when I was young. And you know, when you're an athlete, you kind of have that drive to be great and be better than the next and dunk on somebody or something.
Well, I have a challenge for you, Common. And I want you to take this challenge on national television, okay?
Okay.
Now, my dream is to get on somebody's rap song. Okay. Now, this is the challenge.
Okay.
I will play your girlfriend, Serena, in a game of tennis.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
When I beat her.
Whoa. Yeah, when you beat her.
Because I'm a Serena, I'm letting you know right now, baby. Your ass is whooped on the tennis court. You got to put me on the rap album.
Serena,
bring it, baby.